guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be about postpartum and everything you need to know about what happens after you have a baby. I had a vaginal delivery and I did have an epidural. So after you give birth, you're gonna have to clean down there. You know how you go to the bathroom and you just wipe and then wash your hands and then leave out the door? No. It's not that easy anymore. You will have to use a perineal bottle. You can't wipe after you had a baby, like you can't wipe down there. So what you'll need is a peri bottle, and basically you fill this up with water and then you kind of like angle it downwards and then you spray it and it kind of like rinses down there for you. I'm sure pretty much every hospital does this. They give you a little postpartum kit, and in this kit you'll have some really big pads, you'll have a ice pack, you'll have disposable underwear and witch hazel pads, some perineal spray, and a peri bottle. So at first you'll put on the disposable underwear, but you'll line the disposable underwear with a pad, and then you'll put on the ice pack, and then you'll put on the witch hazel pads, and then you'll spray the perineal spray underneath, and then you'll put your underwear on. Every single time you use the bathroom, you'll rinse, and then you'll do all of that process. Now what I did was I sprayed with the perineal spray, and I like took some tissue and I like kind of patted down there, like pat pat pat, and just like dry the area, but you cannot wipe, especially if you tear. And I had a 2nd degree tear, so I was pretty much scared of touching anything down there. Now how you feel postpartum really depends on your situation again, but postpartum for me, I felt it was hard for me. I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard, and I feel like because of the postpartum pain, I was going into a little bit of postpartum depression because I couldn't just spend time with my baby and take care of my baby. Like, life wasn't that simple. I had to take care of my home, and just lifting her sometimes would be very painful because I was in so much pain. For the pain, they do give you pain medication, so they prescribe you basically ibuprofen or acetaminophen. Me personally, I didn't want to take pain medication. I feel like that is what made it even harder. Basically how it feels is, obviously you're extremely exhausted because you just gave birth, and then the days after giving birth you don't sleep, and then your body is really sore because literally a human just came out of you. It was hard to walk for a few days. I'm not even kidding. It was hard to walk. I couldn't even get out of bed the same. So you know how you would do like a crunch to get out of bed? That would hurt my pelvis. So I literally had to like push one foot to the side and then the other foot, and then like lift my body up. Like, I really had to take my time getting out of bed and getting into bed. And also, obviously, you don't want to carry anything heavy because your pelvic area and that like bone, it pretty much helps you balance anything, and it helps for the whole structure of your body. So when that's off, it's really hard to do pretty much everything. So I would say just definitely take your time with that. But the pain is pretty bad. I had a lot of back pain as well. My back was hurting. It was a lot. People think about the pain of giving birth, but people don't really think about the pain of after giving birth. After giving birth, you're still gonna be in pain for a long time. Like, till this day, I still have back pain sometimes. But some other things that you're gonna need for after giving birth are some comfortable underwear. I cannot stress this enough. So you need comfortable underwear because, and that's whatever is comfortable to you. To me personally, I had these cotton underwear that I had when I was pregnant, and they were kind of like shaped to be comfortable with your belly, and I'll link those below. They were from Amazon. They were really good, but probably some like loose fitting boy shorts. Like basically you don't want anything that's going to be too tight on the area. If you tour, you do not want anything that's going to ride up. You do not want thongs, because let me tell you that girl, that scar, the scar basically goes from your vagina to your anus. And you know, when you wear thongs, they like, you know, ride up right there. It's gonna be so painful. So you don't want any of those. Another thing that you're gonna need for postpartum are pads. Now, I still have the pads that I got from postpartum. Depending on if you're breastfeeding or not, the heavy bleeding will stop a few days after you give birth, so you don't need a whole bunch of pads. I have the Always Ultra Thin Overnight pads, and get the ones with the wings because it's very messy down there. The ones that the hospital gives you are so big. They're kind of like diapers. They're like so big and uncomfortable. So I would definitely suggest getting some like Always Overnight. One thing that you don't really need, but it might be a want of yours, is like a belly bandit or a waist trainer. And honestly, they have some on Shein that's pretty good. I use them, so I would suggest getting them from there. But you can get them to just make yourself feel a little bit better and to kind of like train that area to like go back to size. Now, another thing you're gonna need are nipple pads and nursing bras. You need nursing bras even if you're not breastfeeding. You know why? Because even if you're not breastfeeding, you'll still need to like dump out the milk because you'll get engorged. If you are nursing, of course, you'll need a nursing bra for easy access to your boobs for breastfeeding. But also the nursing bras come with special padding in them. See, sometimes your breasts leak and those pads inside of your nursing bra are gonna soak up all of the like breast milk that's leaking. You can take them out and then wash them. That's gonna be really helpful for when your breasts are leaking throughout the day. Another tip that I have for postpartum is having a diaper caddy next to your bed. OMG, I cannot express this enough. So this is a diaper caddy, and in this diaper caddy I have wipes, I have some diapers, diaper rash cream, I have extra baby clothes, I have hand sanitizer. Basically, you want to stock this bag with extra baby items, so if you are having a really bad postpartum experience, you can just wake up at night, reach over, go to your diaper caddy, and have everything you need for late night diaper changes, for nursing, for anything like that, because it will honestly be so hard to get out of bed for those first few days. So if you do have a nursery, you don't have to keep walking back and forth to your nursery, because like I said, you'll be in a lot of pain. The diaper caddy really helped me postpartum. Like, it helped me so much, you have no idea. Another thing you want for postpartum is prenatal vitamins. You definitely want prenatal vitamins because postpartum is a very trying time and your hormones are still very imbalanced. You're still going through a lot and you'll still need extra vitamins and nutrients, especially if you're breastfeeding. Now, you can take a postnatal pill, but if you have prenatals already, which most pregnant women do have some left over, you can just continue to take your prenatals. And I feel like that's what kept my hair from falling out. I've been dehydrated and tired since I gave birth, and I drink so much water. I drink like 6 bottles of water a day, and I kid you not, I'm still thirsty. Like, you just can't drink enough water, especially when you're breastfeeding. Breastfeeding makes you so thirsty. I say drink a lot of water, because if you are breastfeeding and you are not properly hydrated, you will get really bad headaches. Another thing that you're gonna need for postpartum is a breast pump and a Haka. I would suggest a Haka. I think it will come in handy for a lot of women that are not breastfeeding, because when you have that engorged feeling and you need to, of course, like release some milk, the Haka can really come in handy, and you won't need to spend $200 for something to just take a little bit of milk out your breast. You know, you can hand express, but for those who are breastfeeding, I swear by the Haka. The Haka is the best thing that ever happened to breastfeeding moms. I swear. It's like you can be breastfeeding on one breast, and then in the other breast you can just pop the Haka on, and it drains the milk out of your breast. Another thing I would say for postpartum, which not a lot of people mention in their postpartum videos, but I would say meal prep and have some like easy meals on hand for postpartum, because it depends on your situation. Some people, they have like parents or like a spouse or just friends or somebody to be there to help them prepare meals and help with the baby and all of that. But if you are a single mom or a solo parent like me, because you can't cook every day, 3 meals a day, but it is so important to eat enough when you're breastfeeding and when you're postpartum and your body is healing itself, and for you to just have energy to take care of your baby. It's so important for you to eat. And one of the last things I'm going to mention for this video is help. You're going to need a lot of help. If you're feeling sad, if you just need to get a few things done, if you're just having a hard time becoming a mom and learning what to do, do not feel ashamed for asking for help, and ask for help whenever you can, because everyone needs help. You know, being a mom is the hardest thing that you will ever do. And I respect my mother so much more now that I am a mom, and I fully understand what it takes to be a mom. When you're a first-time mom and you're first going through everything, it can be really, really hard. Like, to be honest, it was hard for me to just take the trash out by myself. And I felt really sad because I felt like I couldn't be the best mom I could because I was juggling so much. So definitely reach out to people, get help where you can, and accept help from people. Just know that you're not alone. Just know that you're not the only mom going through this, that there's many women who have gone through this, and you will get through it just like they have. Well, as for baby stuff after your baby comes, definitely check out my last video, which is newborn must-have. In that video, I tell you everything you'll need for a newborn baby. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.